thing I remember was your hand in mine out on that old front porch. Summer air was heavy and the screen door creaked like it always did before. You were talking about tomorrow like it was already ours to hold, painting pictures in the night in quiet words and hearts so bold. Hearts so bold. There was a half-full cup of coffee getting colder by your chair. I swore I'd never leave that place as long as you were there. But the wind changed direction somewhere I couldn't see or measure, and all that's left of that moment now is the last thing I remember. The last thing you remember. Tell me, how does forever turn into yesterday so fast? So fast, so fast. The last thing I remember was you saying, don't let go, don't let go. But somewhere in the silence, you were already gone. Already gone. Now I replay every second like a worn out old November. Cold November. 'Cause you're still the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember was headlights cutting through the rain, your suitcase by the doorway, and a tremble in your name. You said you needed something I could never quite become, and I stood there in silence while the words fell one by one. One by one. There was a clock ticking louder than it ever had before, and every second felt like breaking something we couldn't restore. I tried to say I loved you, but it got lost in the surrender, and all that's left of that night now is the last thing I remember. The last thing you remember. The last thing I remember was you saying, don't let go, don't let go. But somewhere in the silence, you were already gone. Already gone. Now I replay every second like a worn out old November. Cold November. You're still the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember is the way your picture fades in a frame I never moved, though the colors slowly changed. There's a shadow in the hallway where your laughter used to stay, and I swear I hear it calling every now and then my way. Calling my way. I've tried to fill the emptiness with every road I could run, but every mile just leads me back to where it all come undone. There ain't no outrunning what your heart won't fully surrender when love becomes a memory. And the last thing you remember, I remember.
The last thing
I remember.
Still you.
Still you remember. Last thing I remember was your hand in mine out on that old front porch. Summer air was heavy and the screen door creaked like it always did before. You were talking about tomorrow like it was already ours to hold, painting pictures in the night, quiet words and hearts so bold.
Heart so bold.
There was a half-full cup of coffee getting colder by your chair, and I swore I'd never leave that place as long as you were there. But the wind changed direction somewhere I couldn't see or measure, and all that's left of that moment now is the last thing I remember. You remember. Tell me, how does forever turn into yesterday so fast?
So fast.
So fast. The last thing I remember was you saying don't let go.
Don't let go.
But somewhere in the silence you were already gone. Now I replay every second like a worn out old November. The last thing I remember was headlights cutting through the rain. You said you needed something I could never quite become, and I stood there in the silence while the words fell one by one.
One by one.
There was a clock ticking louder than it ever had before, and every second felt like breaking something we couldn't restore. I tried to say I loved you, but it got lost in the surrender, and all that's left of that night now is the last thing I remember.
The last thing you remember.
The last thing I remember was you saying don't let go.
Don't let go.
But somewhere in the silence you were already gone.
Already.
Now I replay every second like a worn out old November, cold November. You're still the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember is the way you picked your face in a frame I never moved, though the color slowly changed. There's a shadow